Oh my god, hi! Bet you didn't expect to see me. Yes, I'm back, your favorite inconsistent YouTuber. How's it going? Before I get into the video though, I do want to shout out this week's top comments, which are these two people. Thank you so much for your support and thank you for your lovely words. If you want to be in next week's video, just comment something down below, and if I like what you've commented, you'll be featured in next week's video. I can already tell like this is gonna be a ranty video just because this story makes me so angry. So a few months ago, I did a video called My First Year Housemates from Hell. I'll link that video up here somewhere if you haven't seen that for context. But basically, I lived with fucking assholes in my first year of university. So I was really looking forward to second year, not being near those people. And I really thought things couldn't get any worse after those people, but I was wrong. So for context, I suggest you watch my nearly homeless because of fuckboy and fake friend video. I'll link that up here as well. But to continue from that story, basically I didn't have anywhere to live because the girl that I was gonna live with basically hooked up with the guy that I was seeing right in front of me. So I'd missed Paul's deadline, I didn't have anywhere to live. One of my friends that I worked with said that one of his friends had dropped out of their house, and if I wanted to, I could live with him and his friends, which is amazing, but the only downside was that I would be living with 8 boys and me being the only girl. But at this point, I'd had so much bad luck with girls, I thought, why not go from one extreme to the other and live with all guys? Like maybe it'll be less drama, maybe I'll get on with them a lot more, there'll be no bitchiness. So oh, my ring light just broke. No! Why I just want to film this video. Hey, maybe if I turn it off and on again. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. And I didn't really, oh my god. Deep breaths. All I want to do is finish this video, never talk about those assholes again. But the Lord keeps testing me. This video is a disaster. Welcome to my channel. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't, like, you guys saw that. I didn't touch the ring light. It just, okay, thank you. Anyway, so where was I? So basically I had a job that I needed to stay in my university town for, so I was gonna be actually living at the house during the summer. So then one day I decided to actually go home for a couple of days. This wasn't during term time, this was like in August time. So some of them wanted to move their stuff in early and I was actually going back home for a little bit. So I came back after like 3 days of being home and the house was unrecognizable. They managed to turn the living room and the kitchen into a biohazard zone. Dirty plates everywhere. There was takeaway boxes just on the floor. Like, things don't have to be spotless, but at the same time, I do want it to be hygienic. So I kind of mentioned like, hey guys, like, do you mind tidying up a bit? It's kind of fucking gross. A week passed and the place was still disgusting, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna clean it up, I'm gonna throw everything in the bin. So when I cleaned up the living room, I told the guys to at least do the dishes. So what they ended up doing was putting everything in the dishwasher and turning it on. But what they didn't do is they didn't put in a dishwasher capsule, so it literally just got rinsed with a little bit of water and that was it. Like, there was food still on the plate, so it wasn't gonna clean it properly, and surprise surprise, like when we opened up the dishwasher, they were still dirty and gross, and all the food scraps were soggy now that were on the plate. So 50% of our shared plates were now dirty and in the dishwasher, and no one wanted to clean them. Like, it wasn't my responsibility. The other guys, like the 3 guys, they were just too lazy, too selfish to clean it up. And it became a bit of a thing where, you know, whenever I would mention the dishwasher, they'd be like, yeah, I'll get the dishwasher capsules at one point, I'll do it. The place got really dirty really quickly, like so disgusting. So there was 3 floors, like bottom floor, middle floor, top floor. I shared a bathroom and shower with 2 other guys who were on my floor. One of them was almost never there, so I was only sharing it with one guy, but he liked to get spray tans regularly. Obviously, I've never gotten a spray tan, but what I didn't realize is once you, correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am wrong, but when you get a spray tan, you have to like shower off a layer or something, because my shower was always orange and he tended to not clean that up. I still have nightmares from that orange shower. And I went through a phase where I was just like, I'm not gonna clean after him because he'll just think that it's okay to leave the place like that and he'll just have me clean up after him. So I for a while, I didn't clean the bathroom because he needed to clean up his own little orange mess. Like, I wasn't gonna deal with that. But it got to a point where I was just like, this is gross. Like, the soles of my feet are orange from my shower. So I ended up cleaning it, and I was literally, for the whole entire year of living there, I was the only one who cleaned that bathroom besides the cleaner that I ended up hiring. But let me get to that later. Okay, this video is already a fucking disaster, so I'm just gonna continue without a ring light. Feel free to press off of this video. I don't blame you. So one guy in the house, one day he just decided he didn't want to give me the time of day anymore. He would come into the kitchen, or any room for that matter, where I was on my own, and he would completely ignore me. Like, he wouldn't even acknowledge my existence. And I'd just be like, oh, hi. He'd be like, I never did anything to this guy. And the second one of the other guys would come into the room, he'd be like, oh, you're right, mate. Like, he'd be licking their asshole because, I don't know, like, I guess because I was a girl, I wasn't worth making an effort to be nice to, even though we were living together. There was some people in that house who literally left their dishes out for days, you know? And he would always blame the kitchen being gross on me. Like, oh, like, see that plate? That's Annie's plate. Like, that's why it's so gross, blah, blah, blah. What shall we call him? Call him Rob. Yeah, like, if you're watching this, and you probably will at some point, everyone talked about you behind your back. Everyone thought you're an asshole because, well, you are an asshole, so let me just drink my tea real quick. This isn't even tea, this is wine, by the way. Yes, I drink wine from a mug. Let me live my life. Oh, there goes my ring light. Good thing I have this. So anyway, the house was fucking gross. Okay, we get it, Annie, but what did you do about it? I went and got us a cleaner, and we all decided this together that we really needed a cleaner. The floor was sticky and gross. I refused to step foot in the living room because that was the worst place of all. And I was like, guys, I'm gonna organize a cleaner. Everyone's gonna chip in like £5 or £6 each. Is that cool? And everyone was fine with it. So we got a cleaner, and because I hired her, I was paying her through my account because it was just easiest. Everyone at the end of the month would just wire me £5 or £6 or whatever she was charging. But of course, you know, I was living with pieces of shit and they would never pay me on time. I always had to follow things up on them, you know, be like, hey, like, do you mind paying? Like, I know it's £5 or £6, but like it accumulated to like £100 at one point. I had to go into my overdraft to pay this lady, this poor lady, like, bless her soul, because she saw some gross things in our house. You know, I needed to pay her and they weren't paying me to pay her, so I had to pay her out of my own pocket. And it was around Christmas time where I was literally like, they owed me collectively as a house, they owed me like £200 because they hadn't paid me. And the thing is, they weren't even paying me themselves. Like, they were asking, like, it was their parents paying me. So they were too lazy to call up their mum and dad and be like, hey, like, can you send Annie, my housemate, £5 or £6? They couldn't be bothered to do that, and that's why I was out of pocket. It got so bad that one day I was just like, do you know what? fuck you all, we're gonna live in a pigsty. I'm not gonna pay this cleaner out of my own pocket, even though it's you guys who are making this place disgusting. I'm not gonna pay her anymore. I'm not gonna have her come round anymore. So I told her not to come, and I'm pretty sure she was relieved she didn't have to clean this disgusting house ever again. So she stopped coming, and the place again descended into just a biohazard zone. But you know, they were, what I only realized this year, they were very, very toxic people. I started this channel when I was still living at the house, and I remember being so terrified of my housemates finding out about my channel because I knew they would just jump at the opportunity to make fun of it because I was doing something different, because it's not like a normal thing to do. And I'm pretty sure I've spoken about this in other videos, but YouTube recommended one of my videos to one of the guys in my house, and that's how they all found out about my YouTube channel. But basically, I came back home from a party quite early in the morning or late at night, depending on how you want to look at it, at like 5 in the morning. He was sat on the stairs. I think he came back from a different party as well. We started talking, we sat on the stairs, and he wanted to show me something on his Snapchat. And you know, when you go into like your saved stories, you see like a preview of other saved stories that they've got on Snapchat. And I looked at his phone and I saw my face on there, and it was one of my videos that he recorded. And I looked at him and I was like, why do you have that on your phone? And he like got all flustered and he was like, oh, well, like I found it, and then, you know, I thought it was really funny, so I recorded it. So I pressed on it to see, and he was recording it and hysterically laughing. That's when I realized he wasn't laughing at my jokes, like he was laughing at me. Basically, he wasn't laughing with me, he was laughing at me, and that really hurt me. And I remember saying to him, can you not tell the other guys about my channel, please? And he promised he didn't, but obviously, like, he did. Basically, on the last day I moved out. I was the first one to move out because I had to leave for Switzerland for my internship, and like it still makes me so sad. Like I genuinely still at this day, like to this day, want to cry about it because like it really hurt me. Like despite all the issues I had with them, like I lived with them for a year. On the day that I moved out, I got kicked out of the house group chat that I was in. We had like a house Instagram page. I was removed off of that. I couldn't log into that anymore. My name was removed out of the bio. That exact day, one of them unfollowed me on Instagram. Like the day that I moved out. And oh my God, the most important part I forgot. In the last week of living in the house, we were all cleaning the house. And, you know, I was doing my bit and stuff. And one of the guys was just like, oh, like, you know, we've done the living room, stuff like that, when I asked what I should do. And they were just like, oh, like, can you clean out the dishwasher? You know, the dishes that were there since literally the first month of us living there. So I literally, with rubber gloves and like literally a jumper going over my mouth and nose, I threw everything away. Like that shit was moldy. Like after all of that, I ended up having to clean it anyway. So universe 1, Annie 0. You know, I had all of them on Snapchat and all my social media and stuff. And there was times when I was literally just like, oh, like, should I post that? Like, I don't know, maybe they'll try and make fun of me for saying that or posting that. And like, I was all in my head. I was constantly just like, oh my God, what will they think if I post that and stuff like that? And there was times where I'll post stuff on my Snapchat story, like just jokes. Like, I don't know, there was a picture of me with like dollar bills on the floor, me being like, if I find it, I'll insert it. Like, it was just a joke. There was this particular guy from the house, and he would just screenshot every single photo, like just jokey photo that I put on my Snapchat story. And obviously I knew that he was gonna post it on group chat, like, and make fun of me and stuff. And there was another one of me drinking Prosecco with a straw, and like that's a mood, like that's me. And he would screenshot that as well. And it just got to a point where it's just screenshotting so many stories that I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? So then another guy, actually one day, he sent me a screenshot of one of my videos with the caption saying LOL, and that's when I was just like, do you know what, I've fucking had enough of you, or like all of you. So I went and deleted them off my Snapchat, deleted them off my all of my social media. Hi, okay, so my camera turned off again. It's quite low on battery, so that's why. Yeah, this video has kind of been a bit of a train wreck, so I think I'm gonna sign off now. Nova and out. Get it? Because Nova sounds like over and out. Nova and, yeah? No, okay.